Warzone Ranked is officially here, so today I've got you with a bunch of tips that will allow you to maximize your SR and quickly climb the leaderboards. Now, I've got a lot that I want to cover today, but the first thing is I want to jump right in and talk about early game. You know, when we're in pubs and we're just kind of playing to get kills, pick up some wins, we drop a little bit hotter. We drop at Observatory, you know, Hydroelectric, Village, Pass, try to get off to a good start and pick up a bunch of kills, but Ranked is totally different. Ranked, which we're going to talk about this in a little bit, placement matters and your kill multiplier actually increases later on in the game. So there's a lot of value to making it later in the game. And why I tell you that is because we don't need a super fast start. The one thing, and if you're subscribed to me, you know that I always talk about this, we need to get momentum and keep momentum throughout the game. I talked about it since day one of Warzone 2 on Big Map. I talked about it on Ashika Island, and I'm going to continue talking about it in Ranked. Momentum is crucial to success. So we're actually going to land here a little bit out in the open. We land on the gas station, which has a ton of loot. We are going to grab the most wanted contract for the cash flow, and then we're actually going to rotate over to port here where there's a buy station to be able to get our loadout guns and then start rolling from there. Another thing that we're going to talk about. Now, two things that I really want to highlight here as we're looting up. I want to talk about kind of skill-based matchmaking and, you know, how sweaty it is at the moment, and I want to talk about kind of kills versus wins and that dynamic. Now, starting off here with SBMM, you know, Ranked is supposed to be an accurate representation of skill-based matchmaking. You're going to be playing against people that are similar to your skill level. They might be a little bit better, might be a little bit worse, but these first few days, maybe even this first week or two, is going to be extremely sweaty. Reason being is everybody starts at Bronze 1. Everybody starts right at the bottom, at 0. So your players like me, TCap, and Tacos, who are better, have not had the chance to climb the leaderboards yet. The players that are going to finish top 250, you know, the Aidens, the Huskers, the Breadmans, they have not had the chance to climb the leaderboards yet. So I tell you that because if you are playing Ranked in this first week or so and you feel like it's just insanely sweaty, you know, understand that it's going to take time for people to get to their accurate ranking. Now, the other thing that I will say with that is going to be the team dynamic, guys. The team dynamic is very important. Yes, me, TCap, and Tacos are split here looting up, but throughout this game, you're going to see us play very close together. I don't have the comms in here because it gets very distracting with the recording, but we are comming a lot of stuff to each other, where we're pushing, what we're seeing, what we're thinking. That team dynamic is very important. It is going to be sweaty in the sense that you're going to be playing against people of your skill level. It's going to be stacky. People are going to be rolling around 3 stacking everywhere. People are going to play rooftops and hold you out of circle and play positioning. The team dynamic is very important. If you are looking for teammates, check the pinned comment. I have a link to join my Discord where I do have a need teammates section. Now, with kills versus wins, I'm going to put these on the screen for you. I don't want to really go too far into this in terms of telling you every single thing, but right here what you see is you get placement points. You know, you get 100 points for winning. You get 45 just for finishing top 5. You get 30 for top 10 versus, you know, you get 5 for top 40. So the longer that you make it into the game, the more SR you're going to get, but also that kill dynamic. So kills early on don't really matter as much. So by taking time just to loot up here, we're not hurting anything. We're just taking our time to get momentum going so that we can set ourselves up for success by the time we get to the spot where placement really matters and we start getting more SR per kill. Now, right here, what I will say, guys, just one dynamic. It actually, once you get into higher levels, once you get into silver, it costs SR to actually queue in. The higher you go in your level, the more it's going to cost you. Right here, I think we're in silver 1 or silver 2. Maybe we're in silver 2. So it costs 14 SR. Let's go ahead and really jump in. So we've talked about early game a little bit, making sure you get that momentum. We talked about that team dynamic, which is going to be very important. We're going to be talking about things like positioning and spacing, and we talked about that balance between kills and wins. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. Placement matters and kills later matter. So the overarching theme of that and a lot of the tips we're going to be talking about is simply making the smart decision. Right here, we're going to go ahead and get out a little bit early. Tacos is actually going to call out that he saw one flying in. So they're going to kind of focus on that guy flying in while I go ahead and make sure that we get our loadout down. We're going to get our loadout down in a safe space. Let me know down below if you want me to do some ranked loadout stuff. Right now, I am still rocking the ISO Hemlock. The Lockman Sub's a good option. The Vaznev's a good option. The Vel's a good option. I'm actually running the Chimera here, which I really like because of the range of the Chimera. And now we're going to go ahead and start to push over. Now, right here, guys, kind of two things that we're going to talk about. Number one is going to be our positioning spacing. But before we get there, we are going to talk about unlimited UAVs. With the Season 3 Reloaded update, you can buy unlimited UAVs. and they cost $6,000 as opposed to $4,000. So you're going to see us really take advantage of that a lot throughout this game. Now, immediately, what do we notice? We're playing trios here. We've got two guys over here. Don't really think anybody has loadout. We've got another team over here and another team over here. Those are things that you have to keep in mind. So we're just going to go ahead and kind of converge on this building. When I talk about the team dynamic, we kind of struggled a little bit throughout some games last night just because we weren't converging as a team. Be very careful about pushing in one at a time. Now, this game, we do a really good job of it. Notice where TCAP is. TCAP's kind of on this backside on my level. I'm able to hit the jump spot. Tacos is very close behind. So even if one of us goes down, we should be able to trade that out, and we should be able to get that team wipe. Now, right here, we're just going to play positioning. Look at our positioning and our spacing in this next gunfight. We're all in this building. We've all got plenty of cover right here. I'm able to get the initial break. Unfortunately, not able to get that initial knock right there. By the way, 1 kill so far. We're still -7 SR. Still in a very good spot, though. Very long time in this game. We haven't even hit placement points yet in terms of getting that 5 SR for top 40. Now, when I think about positioning and spacing, guys, look at where they are, right? They're on top of this building. They've got a little bit of high ground. There's no need for me to push out in the open to this right side. You will get punished for mistakes, especially as you get up into those, as you get into, like, platinum. If you get to diamond and crimson, and you're definitely going to be punished for those. You might be able to get away with it in some, but for the most part, guys, if you're caught out in the open, people are going to hit shots on you, and you are going to get punished for it, which we'll talk about a little bit later on as well. Now, right here, this is exactly what I mean. Yes, I'm probably a diamond player, maybe even iridescent or crimson if I push, but we're just going to go ahead and catch this guy out in the open. Look at the spacing right here, right? So we kind of play this angle where he doesn't know that I'm here, allows me to easily pick up that kill. Now, right here, guys, I'm just going to go fast forward just so you kind of see how we clear this. Look at our spacing. I'm kind of pushing up. I still have TCAP's rocking a sniper here, so he's kind of looking over top of me. We're just kind of clearing one at a time here, going through each building. We don't really have any audio cues or anything, so we're just going to work back to this buy station where I talk about unlimited UAVs. We can actually go ahead and buy another UAV here. We are going to be using cars to rotate throughout a lot of this game. Cars are a little bit high risk, high reward. You got to be careful with them. Once again, as you get into better lobbies and better rankings, people are going to know that you're in that car and know that you're pushing. Other times, you can start to be a little bit more strategic. Watch how it's not this fight, it's the next fight, I think, where we really focus on how we get out and strategically put ourselves in good spots. Now, one thing you saw right here that I didn't mention is loadout. Guys, I don't care if you buy loadout for 16K because it's trios. I don't care if you do a stronghold. I don't care if you get the free loadout. You need to get loadout as much as possible. Keep your free loadout up for regain. Keep track of strongholds that you could potentially do. You want to be fighting with loadout and your custom perk package as much as possible. Now, we popped the UAV. Look where my teammates got out, right? Now, I'm going to go take this smart fight, right? This is a little bit risky, but I have confidence to win my one-on-one. If you don't have confidence to win your one-on-one here, don't push this. Don't push this until your teammates are with you. Yes, we get frustrated at stacking on big map and pubs, maybe a little less on big map, but on Ashika, we definitely do because of the respawn dynamic. Well, guys, there's no respawn dynamic, and it's a little bit more high risk here in ranked. So stacking is okay. I'm 100% telling you that stacking is okay. Trading is okay. You're going to see us do it here in a second again. I'm able to take that one-on-one, but let's go ahead and focus on the other guys who are over this way somewhere, just from the previous UAV. Real quick, guys, as I mentioned, if you are looking to get better at Ashika Island or ranked, make sure you are subscribed down below. I'm going to be honest, I don't do a ton of BR content over here. I don't do a ton of just normal Al Mazrah, but definitely going to be doing ranked content for Warzone. Definitely going to continue doing Ashika content for you guys. So we're just trying to see what we can find. As I go ahead and fly over to take a little bit of high ground, we catch this guy peeking in the door. So watch how we end up pushing this. This is us stacking right here. This is this team dynamic where when people are in a building like this, what we're going to end up doing, we're not going to think too much about positioning and spacing. We know that there's only 2 enemies, but we also need to, guys, we don't just want to go full send this and put ourselves in a bad spot. We got to find a way to get a little bit of an advantage. Now, the advantage that we have right now is the fact that we're +1, right? There's only 2 people here because we killed the other teammate, and, we have an extra teammate. But we're going to go ahead and push in. As I push up here, I'm going to be able to get knock number 1. He's throwing nice me, but just can't get that kill. I just don't go down there. Now we got the guy down right here. TCAP's going to go push the roof. TCAP gets the thirst on the roof, and right there is going to be the team wipe. So, really good. By the way, notice kill by squad mate here. So I actually get +2 SR for TCAP getting that kill. Now, we are into that next point of this game where, actually, we're not quite. We're still at 21 plus squads remaining, where it's 5 SR per kill and assist, 2 SR per squad made kill, and we are getting a little bit into placement points at this point, right? We're finally out of the negative. We're at plus 17 SR at this point, but we do want to keep building on that. Now, you know, just a few other things that I want to talk about. With unlimited UAVs and with the custom perk packages, keep in mind Ghost, right? So as we kind of push forward here, let's go ahead and pop this UE right here. We're going to pop UE. We're going to get back in the car. What you're going to end up seeing here is ghosted players, right? This isn't something we deal with too much on Ashika Island. Obviously, we do deal with it a little bit on normal big map Al Mazrah, but in ranked, you are going to deal with it a lot, and you are going to deal with it a lot with teams being very strategic about it, strategically having 2 players ghosted and 1 player having high alert so that you are completely thrown off guard when you're pushing into that fight. You think you're full sending 1, turns out you're full sending 3, and all of a sudden you get absolutely wiped in a matter of seconds. And that's kind of what happens here. I want to be honest with you. This is a lesson that I learned pretty harshly in this moment. We run into a good team. We run into a team who's, again, probably going to end up in Diamond or one of the higher levels, but we just kind of roll up on them thinking we can just kind of muscle them, and we end up getting smoked right here. You know, I'm going to go ahead and push in. We got heli flying in above us. A lot of action going on. I catch this guy, not able to get the down. But as I go push right, this guy's got just a good player right there. That guy made a really good play. You're going to see kill cam. He hip fires with the Lockman sub, super close range, which is where the Lockman really thrives. He wins that gunfight, guys. You are going to lose gunfights, which we will continue to talk about. Now, when it comes to winning Goosh, guys, the one thing that I will say, kind of 3 things for Goosh: use your lethal, use your tactical, you got to hit your shots. That's really what it comes down to. You're going to see a perfectly played Goosh right here. I'm going to push up. I'm going to quickly peek this to get a little bit of information. There he is. We're going to push to the right side here. We're going to throw Molotov. We're going to throw Snapshot to get the information about where he is. We're going to anticipate up top, right? Watch how my crosshairs are centered right where he was before, right? So you only need a little adjustment. There's the snapshot to my advantage. I know that he's pushing my direction. That's a pretty easy Goosh win. Not all of them are going to be that easy, but the biggest thing is use your lethal, use your tactical, and hit your shots. Now, let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to do here. We lost momentum. Tacos is going to end up going down here in this building right here. I'm trying to figure out what exactly the play is. Now, Tacos is going to die over in this building, and I died right here. So I actually think, oh, you know what? I actually died in this building right here. I'm going to go ahead and land back in. Little bit of a risky play here, but I think I can get my loadout guns, and we have TCAP kind of as a safety net. You know, if I was last alive and my teammates were literally like dead, not like TCAP coming back and Tacos going to Goosh, I probably don't make this play. I probably go for the full regain, play it smart, but we are going to play this a little bit more aggressive, and it does just barely pay off here. Just barely pay off. And once again, you're going to see the team dynamic here in a second of trading. Trading, guys, is so important. If we can trade one of us for 2 to 3 of them, that's not a bad trade. That's not a bad trade-off, especially when we talk about cash flow, which we'll pick up here in a second after we fight this team. I just can't figure out where this guy is. I know he's pushing over. I'm trying to keep the element of surprise here, but they end up seeing us fly back in, and here goes the full push. Now, I'm able to catch this guy a little bit off guard with the reach out. There's enemy number 1, and now we immediately start taking advantage of sprinting while plating the increased movement speed. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Look at TCAP. Okay, so in this moment, I am getting chased. You're not going to hear the comms here, but I will tell you exactly what happened. I am getting absolutely full sent. They're trading this, right? This is the stackiness that we're going to have to deal with. We've got sweaty players, TTV. You know, this other guy's pushing right behind me. I've got no plates, but sure enough, here is TCAP. So as I push out here and finesse, look at TCAP right here. Look at TCAP on the minimap. TCAP is actually going to get this guy very low health. He's not quite able to get the down, but that's where the positioning and the spacing comes into play. You know, by me saying, TCAP, look over me, I'm low health, he looks over, he's able to catch that enemy chasing. Unfortunately, Tacos goes down to our right side here. Fortunately, Tacos goes down, but he did get it down himself, and now I hear him stomping down below me. I'm just not 100% sure where. There's the live ping. I'm expecting him to push up the stairs. Really good live ping. Great way to communicate with your teammates is live pinging enemies, just because at that point, it's very clear how you can track them. I'm expecting this guy to kind of push up the stairs. I can't believe he didn't, and now we're going to push over this way. Sometimes, guys, especially as you start to get into those higher level lobbies, you've just got to make a play. You've just got to make a play. We're just going to keep the pressure on. We're just going to keep shooting. We get the down. TCAP's going to kind of go get the thirst. He had no ammo right here, so we're going to quick reload. We hear the revive above. By the way, up to 41 SR. I feel like just not too long ago we were at 14. Now we're up to 41. So we're going to go ahead and throw our muni box. Guys, make sure you are using lethals and tacticals. These are gunfights that are anything possible to win. Stacking, trading, lethals, tacticals, doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and push up here. We're able to get that guy. We swap right there. Really nice play by me. I'm going to pat myself on the back for that one. We will absolutely take it. We are up to 51 SR. So that was another 5 SR per kill. Unfortunately, we're still not in that mode. We're still not under that 20 team threshold where we're able to get more SR per kill, but we're working there. Now, what do you notice here? This is where cash flow is so important, guys. We've got plenty here. We got plenty to buy our teammate back. It's not about your KD. And in fact, I would say the way they set up the system, again, putting this on screen for you here, with the kills versus SR, the fact that you get 5 SR per kill, let me change it. The fact that you get the same amount of SR per kill and per assist means that it's not always about you getting 13 kills and your teammate getting 9. In fact, you could get more SR from assists simply by, if your teammate has 15 kills and you have 6 kills, but you have a ton of assists, you could potentially get more SR than him, especially if maybe one of your 2 kills, one or two of your kills are clutching up that end game where it's 15 per kill. So that's where like the team dynamic really matters. It's not always about who's top fragging. It's not always about who has the highest KD. It's about the team dynamic, getting to that late game, picking up a lot of kills, team shotting enemies, calming things, making sure you guys keep that momentum. Right here, guys, we're at 9 kills. We're still not at that 20 team threshold yet, but we're about to get there. Now, this is one of the biggest things, guys, and we're gonna clutch this game up. Look at minimap right here. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. We got UAV again, unlimited UAVs. I don't know who popped it. Just understand that it's only... A lot of you guys probably aren't going to be splitting, but if you do, understand that whoever popped the UAV is who it's on. So, meaning if I'm going to have a little bit of a different UAV than TCAP, or than Taco's here, because the UAV is going to be on me. So, he may not be able to see the people on blue ping based on where he is. I did not explain that well. Basically, it doesn't give you a team one. It pulses around the person who popped it. So, if you're far away from the person who popped it, you're not going to get that UAV. Now, right here, guys, I just want to talk about positioning, right? Always playing that smart decision. It's about positioning. It's about holding teams. We got a minute 13 till circle closes, and I'm just gonna let this play out, guys. We got a bunch of people to our left side here, and you're just gonna see our positioning. This is what I call a no down situation right here. If I go down, we potentially lose momentum. We lose some pace of play simply because my teammates have to revive me. We don't have self revives. By the way, for my Ashika players, just understand you do not spawn in that initial time when you're flying in. You don't spawn in with a self revive like we do on Ashika. So make sure you keep an eye out for those. Make sure you have eyes out for self revives because they are really valuable, especially in big map. Now, we're just going to keep playing our positioning, guys. We're just going to keep holding these guys out of circle. We get another down right there. Unfortunately, haven't gotten the kill confirmed yet. There's the kill confirmed. So I get +3 because we're under this 20 team threshold. We get +3. And this is where positioning matters, guys. Not only do you see positioning, you see the squad dynamic. I mean, look at our spacing. We're team shotting. We're very close together. We're close enough that we can help one another without over peaking and over challenging and putting ourselves in a bad spot. The only person who's a little bit far away may be TCAP. By the way, TCAP, nice team wipe right there. Thanks for the kill. +3 SR. We're up to 82. This was a fat SR. I think I might have gotten about 300 this game because we clutch up in the end. Now we're at 14 other teams, guys. Look at our rotation here. One of the biggest things is paying attention to your rotations. If you got a far rotation, you're going to have to keep that in mind. We don't want to be the team that is being held out of circle. You will get punished for it. You are playing against players who are similar caliber to you. And as you continue to improve, as you get up to platinum and you're facing more platinum players, maybe even push to diamond, you are going to get punished for those mistakes, and it is going to be very difficult to get out of. So what we're going to do, guys, we're thinking about top observatory where we know there's probably people up there based on just normal circle rotations. There's a buyback right there, but we decide to let's go ahead and fly into circle here. Now, we do have to detour, right? This is where you got to be head on a swivel here. Once again, just ranked play. It's going to be sweaty. This team right here is all over us, and we are sitting ducks right here. Now, Tacos goes down, but we are in a position where we can revive, and now we start to go ahead and figure out how we're going to challenge these guys. But we also know we're not in a good spot here, right? We got circle pushing in. We're in a little bit of a tough spot, but we also know that we can hold some people from behind. So constantly keeping track of your cover, using high alert to your advantage. I haven't seen too many people running cold-blooded. I don't think many people will because of double time's going to be a huge advantage, especially for players who are playing aggro. I think overkill's obviously going to be one. People might run cold-blooded. It absolutely could happen. Now we're going to go ahead. I do get a little bit over-aggressive here. I've got no gas mask, and I kind of want this kill. We're up to 10 kills, by the way. So I end up dropping down here because I think he's going to keep playing durable. He pushes out into the street, and I actually go chase him. Little bit of an aggressive play, but I really wanted that kill. We're up to 11. By the way, we are in that middle area right here, so that is +7 for a kill. Now we're in zone right here, and watch the team dynamic in this moment. Watch the team dynamic. We do get a little bit lucky here with this truck. This truck gives us really good cover, but I'm in a little bit of a bad spot. I calm that there's a team at the gas station. Tacos is actually going to smoke me to give us a little bit of cover here just to kind of regain for a second. I said, does anybody have a smoke? I don't. Taco said, I do. Immediately threw it. He's going to go ahead and throw the muni box, and now we got to work our way ahead. Now, I will say, I just want to talk about this for a second. I did calm. You didn't hear it, but I did calm. There was a team at gas station. TCAP actually confirmed it, but just a little minor mistake on his end. I guess he just forgot about it. He got hyper-focused on this team up here. Just be careful, because that could cost us. It ends up not costing us. We get a little bit lucky. Tacos, once again, look at the smokes going down. We got smokes everywhere as a squad. Tacos through the one to the left. TCAP through this one right here. I get high alerted. Tacos and I are going to team shot this. It doesn't matter who gets the kills, guys. It really doesn't. We're just going to take them. We're up to 132 SR right here. Up to 132. I might have gotten both, but either way, even if I get both, because of that kill assist dynamic, Tacos gets 7 as well. So it really doesn't matter. Now we start to play water. Now, guys, what you're going to see here, pay attention to this, by the way. This is your oxygen meter, right? So this is a new feature in Season 3/Season 3 Reloaded is when they officially put it in the patch notes. But this tells me how much oxygen I have left and how long I can stay under. Throw the muni box here so we can regain a little bit. And now we're going to go ahead and push up. I kind of calm, hey, can you guys push to me? Can you get up to me right here and see if we can get into a better position? Water's not really want to be where we want to be. So, you know, we're just going to play here, but we don't challenge. You know, when we talk about endgame, guys, you know, we talk about patience. And then when it comes to circle, we are in circle. When it comes to getting kills and winning, we are in circle with cover, then power position, right? So watch kind of how we play this. We end up trying to push in a little bit. We play this a little bit aggressive, and then we immediately back off. So I'm kind of looking for a way to get in. I push in. I get hit with the prox mine, so I'm immediately out. Like, I don't want to be in there. Now, what ends up happening here is Tacos is going to get it down. Tacos is going to get it down right there, but because it's the stronghold building and all the windows are locked, there's not a whole lot we can do to actually push that. And it's just not worth it. Look at the circle rotation. So, hey, let's go. We're getting out of here. And by the way, don't be afraid. This is a good teammate. Don't be afraid to say, no, you need to be here. Like, hey, you're doing your own thing. Tacos was starting to kind of push in to try to get that thirst a little bit, and TCAP was like, we need to go water now. Like, Tacos and Joe, you need to be here now, because he's got a good point. We're very close to being sitting ducks, right? And you get punished for that in ranked. You will absolutely get punished. Now, 13 kills, by the way. We're off to a really good game, and even though Tacos, I think Tacos maybe has 3, but he's got 3 assists as well. So that's the same thing as having, 6 kills. And of course, we got the SR ranking as well. Right now, we are plus 30 SR, but that'll actually add into this. That'll add into that as well. So right here, guys, let's see what we can do. It's actually not, I didn't get 300. I got like maybe 220 now that I do my math. But still a really good game all the way around. We've got 5 other teams. We know we're going to have to kind of wait a circle here because it's going to be so hard to fight. We're trying to figure out what we can find. Another kill by TCAP right there. We got live pings. You cannot live ping when they're in the water, but you can live ping when they are on top of the water. TCAP goes and beats down that guy. We're going to trust our high alert here. There's our plus 15 for top 3 right here. So let's go ahead and keep working. I'm actually going to use the jet ski as a little bit of cover and then just try to make it up top. Now, this gets really dicey here because Tacos goes down, but we do have positioning. We're able to get that kill right there. We get the plus 15 for the kill, putting us at 206. We are going to go ahead and clutch this up right here. I want to commend Tacos for one play. Really 500 IQ play. What you're going to see is Tacos is going to work over here. I'm like not in a great spot, right? Really good challenge by that guy. Really good player. He hits me really hard. I didn't really do much to him. So we're going to go ahead. I decide to plate. Tacos is going to sacrifice himself here. He's like, there's no point in me trying to revive. He's just going to get a live ping. And what it ends up doing here is it kind of distracts him a little bit. Notice how like when Tacos ends up peeking over this corner and he gets the live ping on the guy, which really helps me in and of itself, what you're going to see here is this guy doesn't really know what to expect, right? Because he's obviously kind of in gas a little bit. He had to slow down to get the thirst, so we're able to easily capitalize on that. And overall, just a really good game, guys. So a lot of different tips I had for you. Pull one or two things, talk to your squad, work on it. Pull one or two things, talk to your squad, work on it. 32 kill game and the dub. Big SR for all three of us right there. I hope you found today's video helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.